Welcome back, you beautiful souls, to the next installment of What If Deku Was a Monarch. So, in the last part, a very, very, very sad thing happened in 4.5. I did that, like I said at the end of that video, I was going to have that in in 4.0, but towards when I was getting closer to that portion of the script, I decided to just make that entire scene its own episode, simply because of what was in it. I thought it would make more of an impact. I hope you guys aren't mad or are mad about me spending like 3-4 episodes of Izuku searching for a cure for his mother, just to have her die. But many of you, like I said, that know how solo leveling ends, you know what's coming, which is kind of funny in a way. But needless to say, Izuku watched his mother get disintegrated, and many of you, one of you already guessed who it was, because I talked about it with you before I actually started recording, and I explicitly said it in it, but that's neither here nor there. So now we're going to start our episode of Aftermath. So, like I said, with that, Izuku, he's just sitting there, holding, All Might's corpse, and he's, no, I can just make him, no, he wouldn't want that. Mom, oh my, if I wasn't distracted by her, he did it. He killed her in front of me, just so I wouldn't. It was all a trap, just to kill All Might. Why? And before Izuku falls even further, he just feels two hands grab his shoulders, and he looks up with tears, and he just hears, Izuku, please, just let's get out of here, nerd. I'm sorry. I was paralyzed in fear. That guy's presence, it's worse than yours. I'm sorry, Izuku. Izuku, he stands up. He grabs onto Isla, and he turns to Katsuki in tears and is like, Coach, call me when the arrangements are made. I'm going to train. Swap! Izuku disappears, and everyone that saw this scene are wondering, what the hell is this guy? Oh my, a national level hunter, and number one hero was taken out that easy. So after this, a lot of the people that saw like what happened firsthand just give up. Like they basically go to like the offices of UA and say that they're done. They can't do hero work with monsters like that in the world. UA like tries to counsel them, and then like as Kotsky, he deals with like getting All Might's body into like a body pack, and people will begin to like come to like try to like take it away, and he basically like creates an explosion blasting them away, and he's like, no, I need to be the one to carry him. Everyone is freaked out about this. The staff put out a bulletin that that classes will be postponed until they're able to make sure that the security of UA is strong enough to be able to protect their students. A lot of the parents, after like news reports of All Might being killed and all this other stuff, they withdraw some of their kids from UA. Like this attack is really has hit society really hard, because All Might was a pillar of the society. He had the highest close rate of gates. He single-handedly like took down an S rank dungeon that appeared, an S rank gate that appeared when many have failed, and it's horrible. So we cut to about a week after this incident. And Izuku, he is in his home, and he's just like sitting there, and Izuku saying, if I find him, I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm gonna rip his damn head off. I'm gonna feed it. I'm gonna and then I'm gonna raise him just so I can kill him over and over and make him suffer. Izuku, no. Mom would not want this. You're scaring me. And Izuku, I'm sorry, Izuku. I'm sorry. It's been so long trying to find a cure for her. And then when I did, that monster killed her. Then Izuku hears a knock at his door, and he's like, damn it, who the hell could this be? He opens it, and he sees Kotsky right there, and he's holding 2 envelopes, and he's like, what do you want, Kachan? I told you to call me. Damn it, nerd. As he like barges in and like closes the door, he's like, here, I don't know how much. This one's from UA. And this one, this is something I was given to give to you by All Might's executor. And then he looks and he sees Islav, and he thinks, he's like, what the hell does this guy see in that thing? I say she's a freaking monster. Like, how can anybody love her? In right when he thinks that, Ezekiel punches him in the gut and it's like, you can leave now. Just go. Or I do something, Kachan, that I regret. As Kasi just starts feeling like the air begin to thicken, Isla quickly runs over to Izuku and puts her arms around his chest and Kachan, I'm sorry, please, just leave. Izuku he opens up the letter, and unlike in canon, there's no thing, and it's actually a letter from Nezu, and he's like, Izuku Midoriya, you've passed the entrance exams. We are honored that a hunter of your class is willing to come be a part of our hero course. You can start classes late if you want. We know. Well, I know what your relationship to All Might was. And this is my number, enclosed in the card attached to this letter. Give me a call if you have any questions. Ezekiel, he puts the letter down and he looks in the envelope and there's a card. Picks it up and then he just puts it into his inventory. It disappeared. And then he looks at the letter and then he's like, what? What could this be? As he opens it, a small disc falls out of it, and in the letter it says, to Izuku Midoriya, I was instructed to give this to you, but I felt a familiar face would be more appropriate. This is All Might's last will and testament. Should you choose to listen to it, you will, well, he'll explain it. Izuku, he places the button down. He places the device down and he pushes the button. A hologram pops up of All Might, and Izuku's looking at it and he's like, Shadow. Oh no, I should. Izuku, if you're seeing this, that means I've died. Doesn't matter how, but there's some things I need to discuss with you involving a particular villain, and well, you already know who this is. So the hologram explains what his findings on the villain All For One was, and then the message like glitches out, and then it says, and Izuku Midoriya, I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you out more than I was by this point. Report to the agency and everything else will be explained to you then. Just please, I have one last request. From an old man to the next pillar. Please protect the world. I know with my death, you probably just want to watch things burn. And I hope by this time that you've been able to cure your mother. Just remember what you promised her and me. And I want you to speak at my funeral. And with that, the the hologram closes down. Izuku, he collapses to the ground, just crying. Isla, she walks over to him cautiously, like wrapping like her arms around like his chest again, and she kind of jumps as Izuku just grabs her arms and just like kind of pulls them even closer. He's like, I'm sorry. Sorry I brought you to this world. You're in danger. If you died, I wouldn't be able to. So, a few days pass, and Izuku, he arrives in a suit, and Isla's there too, in a similar outfit. And a few heroes, like, kind of run up to her to, like, say, what is that thing? Like, going to attack her. So does, like, a few hunters. Izuku just glares at them, and he's like, touch her and you die. And they just hear like this creature like just speaking to Izuku like in this weird language, and occasionally they hear like a Japanese word, and they just hear Izuku like, see, it's fine, just don't do anything to provoke them. Just prejudice. They don't understand. I know. I know, Isla. But I have to do this. No matter what people will think of it. But so processions begin, many heroes come up, and then the priest says, oh, and I have special instructions from All Might to let a one named Izuku Midoriya speak. Izuku, he comes up and he says, some of you already know who I am. Couple of you, looking out into the crowd, he sees Isla sitting there, like kind of looking around nervously, and then Izuku sees Katsu walk over and sit down next to her, and she freaks out because she knows this individual doesn't like her for some reason, possibly because she's not human, and then he just grabs like her hand and kind of just looks at her and is like, and then lets go of her hand, and it's like, she knows she could take everyone on in here. It's just she doesn't want to hurt them because of what Izuku has told her to not harm humans. And some of you know what I can do. And to show the world and to give the world one last chance to hear from the greatest hero that ever lived. All Might. No. Toshinori Yagi, arise and give your last words to this wretched world, and then rest in peace for all eternity. Everyone freaks out as this black liquid begins to envelop All Might's like casket, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing?" And then they see it. They see like an emerald light begin to glow, and a shadow figure. And then they see it. They see All Might begin to stand up, and then the shadow figure just immediately rushes at Izuku and punches him to the ground, and everyone just hears a loud crack as then they see the boy's jaw like kind of dislodged. "You couldn't have just let me rest." Well, I guess you would have done this anyway, regardless. Have you gotten evaluated yet? Everyone just hears this figure speak. Then they just see Zuko nod like yes, as he just snaps his jaw back into place and spits blood out. Wow, this is a weird feeling, as though I'm not here anymore, but I am. To all the villains in the world. He looks at Izuku. Izuku nods, and this is Izuku Midoriya. Some of you know him as a nickname that the press and many hunters have given him, Shadow. He is my first student. Someone that I found. A boy that has lived a tragic life. But through all of that, I always saw the light in his eyes. He doesn't enjoy it, but he will do what it takes to save this world. At least I hope he still feels that way. And to all of those who fear, just know that that you have not one S-rank hunter in this standing here right now, but you have two. As All Might places the mic down, and then they just see the figure just poof out of existence, and the shadow that was enveloping the casket just disappears. And then Izuku then approaches the podium, picks the mic up, and he says, "I'm not going to be answering any questions about what my abilities are. Damn it, old man. And to all those who think about attacking UA just to get to me, I won't show mercy." As he puts the mic down, walks down the podium, and just grabs Isla's hand and proceeds to walk out. People try to stop him. He just bats them away. And he when he gets out, he's like, "Ringa, please just carry us to the woods. I need to blow off some steam." As he kind of just collapses in Isla's arms, she kind of picks him up and then jumps up onto Ranga's back as he begins to run out of the city. News reports begin to fly around that the newly appointed a new S-rank hunter has been stated in all that is going on. He's out in the woods and he turns to Isla. He's like, Ringa, stay here with her. If she's not able to come in with me, I need to kill something. And when he says this, like, Izuku's eyes are glowing like a purplish color. And it's like, I don't hate it, but the urge to kill is stronger now. So he opens a gate and he goes in. It's like she goes to like enter and she can't. Bringa's just sitting there, and he speaks, and he's like, "Well, Master said protect you," and takes his paw and wipes his snout. I don't want to get hit again, so yeah, I'm going to stay here with you, if you don't mind. Isa just looks up at him, and the ring is like, what? Huh. Can you understand me? And just kind of nods, and Ring is like, that's weird. Whatever. So, what should we do? And he just sees like a smile on her face. So, we're gonna cut to 3 weeks later. Classes have already started, and everyone in class 1A, like, everything will like happen like usual. And everyone's like Ida's like, Aizawa sensei, isn't there supposed to be 20 students? Like, we only have 19 present. Ah, yes. Apparently our 20th student and top of the class said that he needs time to deal with family matters. And everyone's like, what could that be? And one particular girl who has strange looking hair is like, damn it, I wanted to speak to him. He's the reason I've joined hero club, like a hero school in the first place. She like says this under her breath. And Izuku, we cut to a scene where Isla and Ringa, he's not in his full form. He's in his 9-foot form. All three of them are around like this tombstone. And Izuku's standing there with tears in his eyes as someone approaches the three of them. Izuku, he's like, what do you want, Smith? And Smith says, your mother, she knew that something like this could potentially happen. And I was told to give this to you. And Izuku opens the letter and he reads it. Izuku, baby, if you're reading this, that means I've died. Please, don't turn evil. Be the hero that I know you can be, baby. I'm sorry for leaving you alone for so many years. And now, you'll have to live your life without me around. I'm truly sorry. Please, baby. That Isla girl, she seems nice. Keep her safe. I know she's not human. But I can tell she's good. At least I think she is. Again, baby, don't go down the dark side. I know you struggle with that. Just be the hero that I always knew you could be. Love, Mom. Izuku is just crushes up the paper and he's looking at the stone. He's like, promise, Mom. I promise. Damn it. Damn it. As he turns and puts his head on Isa's shoulder, and as she wraps her arms around him, and she doesn't know why, but like she feels liquid coming down her face, and she's like, what is this? Why is there? I'll ask Master about this. It seems like he needs comforting. And with that, you beautiful souls, this is where this part's going to end. I hope you've enjoyed the episode Aftermath. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I will finish up the script for the next episode of this, and I will get working on the next and finish up the script for the next episode of Clintar. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. It does help the channel grow. And with that, I will see you beautiful souls in the next video.